And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Jannard Avery. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. There's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
King! Bravo! 40 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Set, 180! 40's Mike. Here we go. Point it right. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Hurry! Hey, Echo! Check! Let's go! One touch!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
King! He's coming. Double up. Recon, 132 fighter.
A toss play to Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
180. Kings. Check nickel.
They go with Chubb on second down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 11. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. A 6-yard pickup.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
First down, Ravens.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Three down. Check three. Point it right. Hey, alert. Kill.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Mike, check. 59. Here we go, D. It's just me. Wahoo! It's just me and you. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant. Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Alpha. Alert.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield got a man. It's Brown. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Hey, I'm coming.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry. Mike's 40. Point it right. You remember me. Okay.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 39.
64.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't get nervous.
Mayfield down. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Set. 20. 59. Hey, defense. Let's go. Hey, alert 33. 5'9", Mike 5'9". Bud. Get down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch QB drop. Regular. 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey, alert. Hey, Wood. Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come on, D.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Real. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 59, Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Alert, 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 alert! Pistol. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Real. Hey, watch this. Regular. Kings.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. They come out here in the eye. They held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Check the backer. What's that? Come.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Watch the safety creep.
Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal.
I got 15. Me. Check.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch the ship, watch the ship. Slam, slam.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert 33. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check, check. Hurry. Up, up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Shot.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Hunt. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you just try.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 95 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down,
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
34's your mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Mike, check. Go. Target. Mike, spot 9. Hey, alert 33. Check 59. Hey, exit. This is 59. Mike to 59.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.